Hi guys, Tugger here with a new video, and this video will be a Fury preview video for 10.1, and I'm actually super excited about Fury Warriors. And you know, I'm a warrior main, generally speaking. I love arms, I love Fury whenever it is done right, and I really think in PvP now it is done right. I'm going to talk about a specific build that I'm for sure going to make a guide about it in 10.1, but also the 4 set and the new things and the new toys that we can get with the 4 set and the PvP talents. Now, before we start, please do like the video if you like the video. Again, subscribe to the channel if you love PvP content. We are going ham at 10.1. We're going to do some RPG content, 2v2, 3v3, solo shuffle, although I'll try to take a backseat to solo shuffle because, like I said in the community post, I would like to expand my social skills and social experience towards 3v3, 2v2 and RPGs. So anyways, if you want to hit me up, please again subscribe and comment below what you think about Warriors. Now 10.1, very excited changes, and I can't lie, I just want to have 10.1 right now. And I don't know how or where I can start. I'm going to start about the spec changes, which is mostly PvP, so PvP talents. So we have Enduring Rage, which is a new reworked talent. You already had Enduring Rage, but it was a lot different from what we have right now. You have a chance to become enraged while you are suffering movement impairing effects. So whenever you are, it's a chance, so we will have to test how often that chance is. So a movement impairing effect is a slow, a root, so it's actually very nice. And while enraged, suffering loss of control effect. So if you're enraged and you're like doing a rampage and someone like stuns you, or like just a CC, right, a polymorph or whatever, you are actually having a chance to grant you recklessness for 4 seconds. Now, I think we will have to see it on Wowhead what the chances are, but if it is a high chance to get recklessness, it will be actually very dangerous to CC you blindly, because if you're CCing you, you get a recklessness, you're going to crit a lot of things. And again, crit is not as valuable for Fury than our arms, because we do crit but smaller hits. But you will see with this build, the damage is just not small. And we have also a change for Death Wish. Now it is stackable 5 times, and you get 50%. Pretty much damage done and damage taken. It is actually very funny, and you will enjoy it in RPGs, you will enjoy it in BGs. I think you will be the true BG hero with Death Wish. And then you have also the great change that they actually did for Slaughterhouse. Now you can stack it again, like always, to 36% 12 times, so basically 3 rampages, and it will last 20 seconds. So it will be very hard to actually lose those stacks. Of course, it will fall off, but it will be easy to get it back up around 8 seconds, and then you will have like 12 seconds where you can like chill a bit, or you can be CC'd and it will not fall off directly, right? So again, very nice change. Although I don't think it will be making Slaughterhouse like that much better, because again, the issue is if you're playing with another MSFX class, like for example a Fury, like a Arms Warrior or a Windwalker or a Demon Hunter, for example, which are all classes that you can pair up in threes, although not Arms, because Double Warrior is not like it's not a big cringe, but it will not let you stack. So that's a bit of a problem, because if you are playing with a Shadow Priest or something like that, it will be all right. So now I play with this build, and I'm going to explain with this build why I'm going for that. I'm going to show you the numbers. We finally have details, so I can show you what I'm talking about on PTR. So we're playing like a hybrid of a Raging Blow build with a Bloodthirst damage with some big rampages. So we take all the goodies with Vicious Contempt, giving you 50% increased damage to enemies who are below 35% health. We have, of course, Reckless Abandon with Unbridled Ferocity, which is always nice to take. We have also the Onslaught with Tenderize, so we have also Slaughtering Strikes, giving you some big rampages, and we take all the goodies and all the modifiers that we can have for Raging Blow, because we will spam raging blows and crushing blows with this build, and bloodthirst will be your new execute ability. And I'm going to go also class 3 we take Spear of Bastion because we are not going for a bleed build, although we have only Fury. It is mostly for Titan Storm to get a quick avatar every 45 seconds. So it's a very good build, at least from what I see like in theory on a dummy. Now we will have to test it in PvP, and that's why I'm going to remake this video in 10.1 with probably a guide video with some gameplay and such, but we will see. I really enjoy it. Like, it feels smooth, but I'm going to talk about the 4 set. Now, every single 4 set is no, at least every single 4 set that is actually very good is reduced by 50% in PvP. They kind of put it for everyone, but it could be also that some classes are going to get specific tuning. But this 4 set is actually awesome. Rampage damage and critical strike chance increased by 10%. It's a nice buff. 2 set, nothing to scoff at. And the 4 set is the juicy part. You have Rampage causes your next bloodthirst to have 5% increased critical strike chance, because again it's divided by 2, and deal 12.5% increased damage and generate 2 additional rage. I don't know about the additional rage if it's 1 or 2, but anyways, it is 12.5% stackable 10 times. So if you're doing 10 rampages, you're going to have 125% more damage on bloodthirst with a nearly 100% crit chance on bloodthirst, because again, you have recklessness, you have your own crit percentage, which is like, for example, for me it's 20%, and you have also the 50% from the 4 set. So basically everything is lined up to do some big amount of damage. And you're going to tell me, what the hell, you're going to do 10 rampages without bloodthirsting? Yes sir, we're not going to bloodthirst. We're going to bloodthirst only whenever we want to do some big damage with the 4 set, or if we are like in a survival modus and we just want to survive, we have enriched regeneration. Again, the games are going to be a bit slower than in 10.7 because healers are quite strong on the PTR, at least from what I've seen. Now they could do more tuning here and there. We have also more stat bonuses from our trinkets. Again, I am only 422 eye level, so the damage will be higher in 10.1 whenever you get like a honor set, which is going to be higher than the conquest set, and whenever you get the conquest set from 10.1. So I'm going to show you what I'm meaning. So the basic thing about this build is basically you're going to charge and you're going to stack up. You will have a weak aura, whatever, or you can just strike it like on the here at the top side. You can see this buff versus assault. Bloodthirst has a 5% chance, like increased critical chance, and also deals 12% more damage. So if every time you're going to do a rampage, it stacks 2 times, and you're going to basically prepare your damage for that moment. And you also want to have the target low HP because it will give you 50% more damage. Again, it's not nerfed in PvP, so it's 50% more damage, which is not to scoff at, and we're going to stack it. So we have 6 stacks, and what we can do is pretty much like do our burst at 8 stacks. So we're going to rampage one more time, Spear of Bastion, Avatar, rampage again, and then bloodthirst 264k. Reminder, it is with this eye level. It will be higher. It will be higher coming in 10.1. And is it going to get nerfed? I don't know. Is it like something super OP? It may be, but you have to not press bloodthirst for at least 10 stacks. And reminder, that is your like passive healing. Bloodthirst gives you 3% more like healing on yourself, and blood bath only 2%. But by the way, it's nerfed. Anyways, in PvP it's nerfed, so it's not like huge healing, but it is noticeable. It's like 2% bloodthirst and blood bath. But if you can stack it up, it is insane damage. You do not realize that this set will make Fury probably busted. And do I want it to be busted? I don't know. But I do know that this build is much more fun than the Bloodbath build from 10.7, 10.5, and from the beginning of like Dragonflight. This is reliable. This you can build upon it. You are going to be a juggernaut every time you're going to stop you. No problem. You get a recklessness, for example. And here I have like 8 stacks. What I can do is basically another rampage, recklessness with avatar, a rampage again, and bloodbath 210k. And reminder, it is without Spear of Bastion. I mean, and I don't even know if I pressed avatar. The damage is going to be insane. It is going to be insane. And again, like, if you have like multiple buffs, like for example from your alacrity or your sophic devotion, and here I use like a PvE weapon, you don't really know, don't need to see the passive damage from that weapon, right? It's this one. You don't really need to see that. It's PvE, so it's going to be halved. Doesn't matter. But what it matters is actually this, man. I only pressed 2 times bloodbath, and it is 12% of my damage. And I pressed 1 time just for the healing, and the second time was the 210k, which is okay. You have to build, so the fight will be long. But what we can do is do a quick test. We are rushing in. We're trying to do our damage. Let's see how fast we can have it. So we're charging into, we're doing raging blow, rampage. We'll try to get our crushing blows here and there, onslaught, another raging blow. And of course, if they're hitting you, you're getting also a lot of rage, by the way. So again, the faster you're going to hit, the faster you're going to have rage, and the faster you'll also stack those things, right? It's going to be insane. Like right now, I'm just stacking. I like already six stacks, and you don't really need to press to 10 stacks, right? But if you want to do some big damage that nobody's going to notice, this is the way. So I'm going to do a recklessness into a rampage, into an avatar, into a spear of bastion, into another rampage, into a bloodbath, and boom, 251k. And how long does it last? Can I see? I'm going to see the last segment. It was 48 seconds. But realistically, you're going to fight a long time in arenas. And it could be also super quick, and it is what it is. If you want to just do a quick burst with just 5 stacks, it's easy. You're doing a rampage into a execute, into 2 crushing blows, into another rampage, into an onslaught, into a crushing blow, into an execute, into a rampage, into double crushing blow, into another rampage, into an execute, into another double crushing blow, and then you have 5 stacks, and then you press bloodbath. It does 120k. Again, with Karen's gear, it is actually not bad. It is actually some good damage, reliable damage to all, like nearly always crit. If it doesn't crit, it is really, really unlucky, but the damage is here. I think just because of that, Fury Warriors might really become meta. And I don't know if you guys would like it to be meta. To be honest, I would like to have every single class meta, although it's not possible because a meta class can nullify another class, and that's how a anti-meta becomes meta, etc., etc. So we can have a whole discussion on why there is always a meta in a video game, but I'm actually very excited. I'm going to make the same video for Arms Warrior tomorrow, maybe today, depends if I have time. But Fury Warrior is looking lit. And I don't know you guys, but I will be playing Warrior for sure, because I, again, love Warrior in general. It's fun, it's reliable, it's most of the time meta. You always have good comps. Now you have specific specs becoming better. Enhancement Shaman, for example, so you can just play Turbo, which is a very fun comp to play in. You can play with a Destruction Warlock, you can play with a Shadow Priest, you can play with an Elemental Shaman, you can play melee, or you can play melee range, or even double DPS in 2s, or you can play DPS healers if you want to have reliable games. Again, I think Fury Warrior is going to be very strong, and I don't know, guys, it seems busted. Again, if you have to build up 48 seconds to do a big damage ability, does it may become busted or not? It feels like the damage is a bit off, but we will have to see how much health we get with our full gear. Again, I don't know how to upgrade gear on PTR, so I'm very sorry. But this is 422 PvP height level, so I don't know, man. I do enjoy. I really do enjoy. And what you could do is even make a mastery build, man. Although I think haste is probably better if you want to have reliable rampages and reliable build-up of rage and such, because this is going to rage starve you, because you're on purpose not pressing bloodthirst or bloodbath to do more damage. But if you are going to have 10 stacks and you're facing a mage and he is below 35% health, he is going to go for a ride into the gray zone because he's going to have a gray screen simulator. And I really enjoy that. And again, I'm a sucker for damage, I'm a sucker for crits. And even though crit is nerfed in PvP, I mean, it doesn't seem so. So let's test it out in 10.1 with arenas and how it plays out, and I'm looking forward to show you guys some great gameplay and some great footage. Anyways, thank you for watching this video. I really appreciate you. Be sure to subscribe to the channel if you love those kinds of content. Again, I'm very accessible for you guys. You can comment. I will always and try always to comment back. Sometimes I do bite back if you bite me, but it's all fair game, I think. Anyways, thank you for watching. Have a great day. Be sure to stay safe. We will catch each other very soon in the next video. Have a great day. Bye.